This is Jerry Hobby with Anything Internet. Google loves content. When the search engines crawl your website, they're looking how much of this information changes, how much activity is there, how many people go here. They're not just looking at keywords. One of the greatest things that they judge you on and rank you on is actually the traffic and the usability of it. They look at several factors. First, how many different people are coming to your website? How many different pages do those people view? What are the keywords that got them there? What are websites they clicked on that got them there? There's a number of factors, but one of the things that Google really loves is they love to see that your website has different content on it all the time. The more changes there are, the more often the changes that there are, the more Google feels like it's a busy and popular website. So when we work on websites, we're working on getting people to visit the website, but we're also working on getting them to visit a website and come back and view multiple pages. And to do this, we have to do this with our content, of course. They're not going to come and they're not going to click around if they don't like the material on the website. So to have constantly updated content, well, that's like a full-time job. Nobody wants to write that much. So what we do is we try to get the most mileage out of the content that we do create as possible. I recommend that you first write an article every week and get used to writing some kind of an article. It doesn't have to be long. It can be a press release or an announcement or a new relationship you want to put out there. It can be something, but put some material on the website. Then break it down so that it takes more than one page, maybe 2 pages, maybe 3 or 4. 3 or 4 is even better, so that as people read the article, they click next and they click next. Well, they visited 3 or 4 pages now, and it works much better for Google. Google sees that you have several new pages. They see that people are clicking on all of those pages. They look at that as being quality content when people are clicking through those things. You can also add comment sections. So when people write comments on your articles, that those comments look like new content and make your page change as well. And the more comments that you create, the more content is created. Replicate those comments on every page, which is possible. We know how to make that kind of thing happen, but so that those comments show up on each page of that article. And then do things to encourage your readers to actually make comments and put their comments on there. Because when those comments show up, it's good for you, so encourage them. Now what you've done is you've created an article, but you've turned it into 4 pages instead of 1. And then you've created content or comment sections so that your readers are adding content for you as well. All of these things work together to cause you to have a more active website, and a more active website makes Google much happier. A lot of these same techniques can also be done inside of Facebook or LinkedIn or some other things to create conversations. But right now we're focusing on the website because ultimately that's the one place you can really build that looks like you, acts like you, it has your brand name, that you own the traffic. So let's get that website up and going, and let's write those articles, and then let's put teasers all over the internet to get more people to your website, and then hopefully they'll view more than one page when they get here, and nirvana, they write comments and then they come back as well. All of these things create tons and tons of comments or tons and tons of content out of a single article, and that's our goal. Create as much content and as many content changes on your website and as much traffic out of one piece of work. So you write one article and then you use a few little procedures to get the most mileage out of that article. I'm Jerry Hobby with Anything Internet.